Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cannabusiness Live. My name is Matthew Roman, and I'm alongside Craig Aronoff, and we are attorneys at the Cannabis Legal Group. Today is episode 7. We'll be talking about ancillary businesses in regards to the cannabis industry. Just want to remind you, we are live every Wednesday and Friday. Currently, please become engaged. Please ask us questions. We're here to answer your questions. Please like it, love it, share it. So we're here to really answer everything you need to know about entering the cannabis business.
Yeah, welcome to episode number 7. We're thrilled to be back at Cannabusiness Live. We do have an upcoming seminar that's everything you need to know to get licensed under the new Michigan Marijuana Facility Licensing Act. We look forward to seeing everybody there. And please react, like us, share us, tell your friends about us. We're here to help clients all over the state of Michigan and those that are coming to Michigan. So we look forward to working with you.
So let's begin by talking about ancillary services. So a lot of people have their core business, but they don't understand what's there and what they need to support that business. The different people, the different industries, the different products they need to purchase in regards to industry. I'm not talking an actual physical product, but things like insurance, etc. So I think today we're really going to cover what a cannabis business could possibly require as it's created and it begins to produce a product or function.
Yeah, I mean, as we've discussed over the last several episodes, we kind of walk through each of the phases of the licensing process in more bullet points. But as we look back at each of those episodes, each actually requires another member of the team for our clients, and each of our clients is really advised, of course, to build a team of experts. In addition to, of course, the great legal counsel from the Cannabis Legal Group, there's things when we talk about real estate, as we did in episode number 2, for instance, realtors are going to play a huge role in helping to identify properties and help get transactions closed, in addition to the counsel that we can offer for purposes of the contracts and options and other things. But we're dealing with a lot of realtors around the state.
And another thing, too, in regards to your team building, is you're going to need a qualified CPA. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that. And when we say a qualified CPA, somebody that's really familiar with the cannabis industry. These businesses require a special return. We've talked about it before, 280E on one of our last episodes. So it's really important to find somebody that's qualified, because one of the biggest issues that we see is taxation. People not paying their taxes, or people not paying the correct amount of their taxes. And that's one of the fastest ways in the industry to run into trouble and put your license in jeopardy.
Yeah, certainly there's going to be a lot of scrutiny, as we mentioned in that prior episode as well. And so certainly a CPA is somebody who's mandatory on this team. Another person that we'd be recommending, of course, is a financial advisor, somebody that will help you deal with the money. Anyone who's going to be successful in the cannabis industry is going to need help with dealing with what to do with their cash and what to do with their finances, not only to stay compliant, of course, with taxation, but to ensure that they don't run afoul and suddenly find themselves cash strapped and unable to operate properly because they've went out and made some other maybe frivolous purchases, say a Ferrari or something fun like that. But all joking aside, the reality is that this is a business and it must be treated as such, and managing your money is a huge part of it.
And I think even to tack on to that, Craig, the managing the money, these businesses are going to be growing. And because of that, you're going to need proper working capital. So people are looking at, say the net operating profit or the EBITDAs that they're looking at for these businesses, but they're not thinking, what am I going to have to do to reinvest? What if plant count goes up? What if all of a sudden you need to expand by 2, 5, 10-fold? Are you going to have that money there to be able to facilitate that growth, especially in such a fast-growing industry? So because of that, it's important to have somebody, whether it be, some type of money manager, CFO, somebody in your company that really has a pulse on the money, because without it, you can run into some big issues.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and big part of that, of course, is sourcing for your supplies. If you're a grow cultivation center, a grower license, you're going to be buying nutrients. You're going to be buying dirt to some degree. You're going to be buying pots for your plants if that's, your growing style. Lighting and all of that. So as part of the team, of course, is to find the best sources so that you can actually supply your equipment and budget yourself appropriately, so that, when you say you want to have a 1,500 plant, but you only have, license, but you only have enough money for 500 lights, it's up to 1,500, so you can stagger it, make some money, and then continue to invest in your company to build it out to the level that you're allowed. But that's all part of the planning that goes into it, right from the onset of our consultation, and then who we're actually having you partner with throughout in terms of those team members we're mentioning. Another one that's, I think, going to be very significant is insurance.
Yeah, and we've seen an explosion in growth in insurance companies that are actually offering cannabis insurance now, whether it's some type of business insurance, liability insurance for these companies, as well as even crop insurance. So we've really seen in the marketplace just an explosion of companies nationally that have really started to take these policies and want to get in. They're starting to treat it like any other business. And that's really encouraging, especially for the cannabis industry coming out of kind of the shadows, coming into to mainstream. We've seen even major companies start having divisions. I mean, companies that are household names are starting to have full divisions for cannabis, and that's really enlightening and encouraging to know that it's coming out of those shadows and that business people are getting the recognition that they are legitimate business, as well as having the opportunity to buy some of these products to protect themselves in case anything were to go afoul with the business.
Oh, certainly, and what's obviously very important too is following the statutory scheme that Michigan set out for the Michigan Marijuana Facility Licensing Act. The Medical Marijuana Facility Licensing Act. The reality is Section 408 specifically provides that there must be a proof of financial responsibility. That's the title of the section. And it leads out that, there must be either cash bond or cash on hand or a liability coverage, which would be likely the cheapest way to get into the industry in that fashion and have some kind of certificate of insurance that covers it. But even on a minimal scale, you want to protect yourself. So risk management is a big component of it, and that's where the insurance comes in. It's just protecting yourself, but also ensuring that when we file these applications with the state, that I is dotted and that we have it covered. As Matt said, there's a lot of players in that arena that are coming in. We at the Cannabis Legal Group have actually met and partnered with several different companies that we can recommend for these teams and for the teammates that we're looking to put together for our clients. And that's one of the benefits of our services, is really kind of looking not only at how we react to the market, but how those around us will build their team so we can ensure success in the long run.
And I also think one thing, too, we should touch on that we see in the industry that people are using as a service is consultants.
Yeah.
This is one area that we approach with caution. There's a lot of people out there holding themselves out as consultants, but it's really important to vet whoever you're going to be hiring to make sure that they have the knowledge, they know what they're doing, they know they can do it on a large scale, because there are a lot of snake oil sales people out there that will take your money, and we've just had some clients have some very, very bad experiences with consultants, so we want to make sure that whoever you're using is vetted and understands what they're doing and you're getting your money's worth, because it's very easily to be taken advantage of.
And that being said, there's actually some very good consultants as well. We've seen some of our clients that are working with them that really work well in the partnership that we're looking to create in terms of the team that we're building around the Licensing Act. And, it's very important that we acknowledge that. So that there are some companies, and where they can help is really depending upon what the needs of the client are. If you're a client that has a vision of how you want to set up your cultivation center, for instance, but you don't know the intricacies of how the lighting should be situated and where to place the plants and all those type of things, some of those type of consultants are going to be very, very helpful in kind of helping put that vision into place. While we can help with all the legalities of it, the licensing side, we too rely upon experts that, that's their expertise. That's where they are. So whether they're a master grower or possibly a consulting firm that has those people within it, we all work together hand in hand to improve our options for our clients to really be successful.
And just that for our clients, one of the services we provide is we are entrenched in the industry. We know a lot of people in the industry, is we'll actually help you vet the partners that you're willing to bring on, in the sense of tell us we can give you our opinion if we have any information from other people who have worked with them, etc. So that we can make sure that whoever you're hiring, you're getting the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, and of course, making sure that they work well with the balance of your team. That's always going to be very important. So, as we start to look at where we're headed down the line here in Michigan, in future Cannabusiness Live episodes, we'll be talking about things we've seen from the road, people we've met, challenges that we're foreseeing in front of us. and of course advice to learn from.
And that'll be actually Friday's episode coming up. So stories from the road. It's going to be good. Obviously, Craig and I are on the road a lot. We do a lot of municipal meetings late night, usually a couple a week at least.
Yes.
We love doing them, but there's always a couple interesting stories and people that you meet out there and who are giving their opinions on the industry. So we'll share a couple stories in regards to that and let you know what the general sentiment in regards to Michigan and, the Michigan Marijuana Facilities Licensing Act, as well as even we'll probably touch on some recreational proposals and stuff and people's opinions on that.
Yeah, certainly there's a lot of misinformation out there, and then there's a lot of real street level things that we're learning from different communities and what their what their concerns are and how they're being addressed, and maybe how get around those obstacles and challenges that certain licensees are going to face in that regard. So I will look forward to bringing that to you, and don't forget to join us at our seminar on June 9th at Cobo Hall. We also have some VIP tickets available for the Tiger game on June 8th. It's going to be a really fun day. You'll interact with us in the Tiger Suite and have an opportunity to meet everyone from the Cannabis Legal Group, as well as our outstanding lineup of speakers that we have set up for the following day's seminar.
And you can purchase those tickets on our website, so they're available as of right now. So if you want, go grab a ticket. We'd love to meet you. And like I said, we'll be here live Friday morning, and from Marijuana Matt
and Cannabis Craig.
You guys have a good day.
Take care.